What's up, guys? It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. So thanks for coming. Today is going to be my personal recommendations on Puerto Peñasco, Rocky Point in Mexico. So first of all, I'll tell you a little backstory. Sorry about my voice. I'm having a really hard time talking. I don't know what's going on with it. It's like this ongoing 3-week thing where it's just getting worse. So I'm trying to figure it out. Anyway, the backstory on Rocky Point for me is when I was like 8 or 10 years old, I went with a buddy and we used to go down there for the Baja races. His dad would be involved with the races and stuff like that. And we used to go down there quite a bit. And I had some memories even meeting up with friends down there and like seeing them at JJ's. And so like Rocky Point, I've been there hundreds of times. I absolutely love Mexico and the Hispanic culture and everything. It is like home to me in Rocky Point. So, but I will say a lot of the times I just used to go down there and get wasted and I really didn't pay attention to where I was going, but I don't do that as much anymore. So I want to give you kind of an overview of things that I would do if I were to leave today and go to Rocky Point. Specifically, Mercedes asked if I could make a video and talk about some things. So we all know the first thing I would do, the last thing Mercedes would do, would be go to the gym. And I don't remember the name of the gym, but I'm going to look it up and I'm going to put it in the link in the description below. I want to say it's like $3 or $4 to get in for the day. And they have really nice equipment. They have this lat machine, this lat pull down machine that made by Rogue. It is just a sight to see. It's extremely expensive, but it's really cool. But they have a really nice gym, and it's nice and cool. And then they have like an upper roof area where you can do like cardio and stuff. So it's really nice. I'll put the address and the link in the description below. They also have really good deals on pre-workout. If you're looking to get pre-workout, it's like $20 cheaper there than it is here. So it's really nice. All right, second thing I would probably do is go get my hotel, or I'd probably book it in advance. So I'm going to put a link in the description also below, but I believe it is in the Playa Bonita area. It is called the Best Western, and I'm going to, and it's not like a ghetto Best Western like you're thinking or something like that. Here's the amenities, and I just want to talk about them really quick. It does have a pool and a jacuzzi. A lot of the times the jacuzzi isn't working. I don't know if they fixed that or anything like that. The pool is really nice. It's got like rock features and waterfalls and stuff like that. It's kind of a budget hotel. Last time I was there, maybe a year ago, it was like $80. And I say budget because yes, you can find stuff cheaper. But you can stuff, most people like around a 3-bedroom condo or something like that, $200-300 a night. So I say budget because it's under the $100 mark, and I like to save money. The next thing is that they have is usually it was a free breakfast. The rooms are clean, the beds are super comfortable. There's air conditioning in the rooms, and then above all else, they do have a restaurant. Like it's not crazy expensive, but it's definitely cheaper to go like somewhere else to eat. But it is very fancy and very nice. The hotel sits here, and then you walk across a 1-lane road, just a little side road. Walk across that, and then you're immediately in sand, and you're gonna walk a couple hundred yards down this hill, like down this walkway and down this hill, and then you're in the beach. So there's basically nothing in front of you besides the beach, but it's not like 20 feet. Like you do got to walk a little while or whatever. It'll probably take you 2 minutes straight right out in front of the hotel, and you can walk there. You don't have to drive there. You can leave your car and everything. They do have security in the parking lot and stuff like that. In that whole Playa Bonita area, they don't let you in without talking to them, so it's really nice. The next thing that I would do is I would immediately go to Mermaids, and it's a restaurant, and I would get, it's like a sample platter, but it's like Oh, it's called the shrimp trio. So it's got coconut shrimp, black pepper shrimp, garlic shrimp, and I think regular shrimp. And then it comes with like some fries and some different things or whatever. So that's where I would go next. But they got amazing cheeseburgers and everything. If you're going to tip, they don't take anything but cash tips. Mexico in general, people say what they want, okay? I tip for good service pretty much no matter where I'm at, unless it's like a free breakfast or something. I mean, I tip you for a free breakfast. I'm sorry. Like, that your employer needs to figure out how to do that. But if it's really good service, I'll give them $5-10, whatever. Because at the end of the day, even though it's not a tipping culture, it doesn't matter. You know that they benefit tremendously off tips. That being said, I believe it's owned by an American lady, but it's really good. It's right on the ocean. You have literally, and they have like a back door outside eating area is where I like to eat or whatever. Gives you a perfect view of the ocean and everything. Really super beautiful at sunset. And then the next thing I would do if I was going on like trying to, do some adventure. Oh, by the way, Mermaids is down in the Matacon, which is like that big strip where everybody shops right there at the bottom by the water. And you could just look it up and Google it or whatever. The next thing I would do if I was looking for adventure, I'd probably go rent a quad. Quads can be like $30 to $60 a day, depending, or an hour, depending on who you do a deal with. I would say an hour is probably more than enough. Like, probably way more than enough for most people. I want to say I rented it an hour, and I went hella far, like way further than I've ever been. We went down to the lagoon and stuff like that. If you wanted to really spend some time and maybe drinking and stuff, and like, not that I recommend that, but it is Mexico. People do. Maybe 2 hours. You don't need it all day. Don't try to get that all day. If you're wanting to go a little bit higher end, a Razor, they're like $200 something. I don't know if it's per day or per hour, but they're not cheap. So I didn't even think about that, honestly. But the Rhinos are fun if you have multiple people, but in all honesty, I think quads are cool because you're in control of your fate. If you want to ride like crazy, you ride like crazy. If you want to ride cool, you ride cool. You don't want to be riding with your buddy that's super wasted and end up injuring anybody. And be careful. Take a video of your quad or ATV or whatever you're renting beforehand because they're going to keep your ID. The next thing I would do is if I was partying, I would go on a booze cruise. I went on a booze cruise. I want to say it was like $40 per person. And they go at sunset. And what it is you just get on this big boat and you go out there. If you get seasick, this might not be the thing for you because it does go like this and stuff like that. It doesn't go super far out there, but it's definitely rocking back and forth. The guy even let me drive it, which I have pictures of that. I don't know if that's a good idea. But it was unlimited margaritas for like an hour. Like I was wasted after I got off of there. So I probably drank like 40 margaritas, like not even bullshitting. They're a little watered down, but it was definitely a good time and worth the money. They have an amazing nightlife. They have girl bars, whatever you want to call them, Wawas and stuff like that. But in my personal opinion, if you're with other people, maybe go out at night or something like that if that's your thing. But at night, the cops are really looking to pop you and get money out of you, and that's where a lot of like kind of thuggish stuff's going on and stuff like that. So maybe Rocky Point might be a place to day drink an early ending, if that makes sense. You know, you're going to get a lot of people that are offering you drugs and stuff like that in the middle of the night, and it's not here nor there. It's the same thing if you go to downtown Phoenix in the middle of the night or whatever. But personally, at this point in my life, I probably wouldn't be staying out all night. So that's just what it is. And that would be the ultimate thing for me. Like, I know it doesn't sound crazy or anything like that. If you want a little bit more secluded beaches, obviously you can go to Big Beach, Sandy Beach, or whatever. If you want more like chill time and you're not really like a water person, maybe Choya Bay would be nice. Go over there and have some tacos at JJ's Cantina. You could also go to, if you want to see another beach where more of the locals go, you can go to like Las Conchas, which is over by where the Pink Cadillac is. A lot more calm and relaxed. There's not a lot over there. I think Manny's is over there. I personally have never been to Manny's or whatever, but I hear it's really good. That's like a restaurant and bar on the ocean or whatever. But it's a lot more calm on there. Not really much for swimming on that side. The waves are a little bit more intense, and I probably wouldn't recommend doing it. But it's definitely more relaxing if you want more like an intimate situation with just one person rather than thousands of people partying. And if you're there, at certain times it might not be thousands of people partying. Sometimes it's popping, sometimes it's dead. So it just depends. Rocky Point's kind of finicky or whatever. Careful with the one-way roads. That seems to be how I get in trouble every time. A lot of the times you'll see a very faint arrow on the ground or up high. Pay attention to that. It means one way. So I hope that information helps you. You guys, I love Mexico. Get down there. Stop being afraid of it. It is not scary. Like, it's different and it's a little corrupt at times or whatever with the cops and stuff like that. But realistically, like, if there was a country that I would feel safe besides America, it would be two countries. I would either live here, England, or Mexico. Those would probably be the first three because they just feel like home. They feel really cool. So please subscribe. Go join us on Facebook. Our group is called World Travelers, and travel because you're not dead yet. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Oh, where is your favorite place to visit while you're in Rocky Point? Maybe you can give me a new recommendation. Thanks, guys.